Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for CS 1000 at the University of Guelph. And in this tutorial, I will walk you through the JavaScript guide posted in the course link. This is just a video version of this step-by-step guide. By watching this video and follow with me, you should be able to complete everything that described in this JavaScript calculator guide, which is also assignment 5, option B for you. So as I said, beyond this is just a video version of this PDF file. Beyond that, there's nothing. So if you do not want to read this guide by word, you can watch this video. So and also there's two mistakes in this guide I will show you on the way. And another thing you need to notice is those line numbers is not matching the line number the file you have. So let's get started. First, you need to download this template from the cross-link and also this JavaScript guide. So this template, you just double click to open it in your web browser, which is shown here. It's a calculator, but right now when you click at anything, it doesn't work. That's fine. And also how to get this opened, you just right click this file and open with Notepad, and it will open up this file. So right now I have these two files side by side, so I can easily show you how to copy and paste the code. So one more thing before we get started. If you use a Chrome, you just hit F12 and you will open up the console. Then this console will give you where it might be the error if your file is crashed, on which line. And also in the notepad, you can see here I have my line number, and you can open this by going to View and check your status bar. If I uncheck it, it's disappeared. If I check a status bar, it will show in here. So right now, say I click here, my cursor is on this line. This is line 14, which is, I mentioned before, the line number here, as you can see, I corrected here, is actually 151, line 151. It doesn't matter the line number is. If you say, if I want to find where this code is, because saying here blue background means this code is already in your file, green background with a border, that means the code you need to add into this file. Say I want to find this 5, I can just simply go here, go Control plus F, and I'll just find 5. Find next, and you can see it's found here. So it's actually this line. So every time, make sure when you're watching the guideline here, always match the guide. Always use the blue background codes. Match the one you have in your template. So sorry it takes so long to get it started, but here we go. Step 1: open this entire document, and as we found before, this is the code showing here. It's a 5 button. So right now you can see nothing is working except 5, but 5 doesn't work as well. So you need to go up, found this function clear display, function equation, function backspace, which is on top here. Which is here, as you can see. And here, although this is a blue background, but this line doesn't exist in your template. So just copy and paste. Sorry, I need to, yeah, so Control plus C. and go to copy and paste into your function clear display. And use the proper cascading style so your code always looks nice. So next, find the function equation and input this code. So function equation here, and put value. And always save. You can use save here or just Ctrl+S. And find this line as we found before, input class equal to buttons, so which is value equal to 5, which is this line. And we're going to put this dot value in the bracket after the equation. So this dot value. So as you can see here, I made a note here, add all this dot value in all the equation bracket function. So later on you'll find out why. So I suggest you to do it right now. So all the say equation bracket, put this dot value inside. So starting from here, this dot value, I just simply Ctrl+V, copy it into this function. And you can see actually here, this one already have this dot value, so don't worry about it. So last one, ID equal to 0. Okay, so remember to save it. And right now, after you save it, always hit fresh button. And still nothing works, and that's fine. And let's move on. And go to find your function equation, which is the one you just put into the value in, and copy this code. Ctrl+C. And now the button should work. So after I save this file, refresh it, and you can see all my buttons is working right now. Don't worry about this init is not defined. We'll deal with this later. Step 2, find your function solve, which is here, and copy this to code. Since it doesn't automatic change the line, I need to do the line break by myself. And also you can see it's copied this 54 from here. So you can either type it in manually yourself, or you can copy and paste. Just be careful when you delete it. Make sure you do not delete anything like V, D, like something happened to me before. I deleted D, so it doesn't work. So, and always double check if this 2 line you copied in is matching this one here in this guide. And the next, go to this one, function equation, which is here, and put comma type. And now go to those whole bunch of those IDs and buttons below. So we put number for all ID is numbers, so 5, 4, 6, whatever, and operators for our operators, so plus, minus, multiply, divide, and decimal for decimal, and we already have it, and bracket for open bracket and close bracket. So first, let's do this comma number. So for our numbers, so we have, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do it for it. So this value, we already have it. So comma, space, quotation mark, number. To save me some time, I'm going to copy and paste. So this is going to work for all the numbers. 2, so 2 is number, 3, number, 4 is 5, 6. So this is 4, 5, 6, and this is 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, and last one, remember you have a 0 here, so 0 is a number too. So next is our operators. Operators that start from this here. You can see here, divide, multiply, minus, plus, and equals. So divide, I'm going to paste it, but I'm going to change it to operator. Copy and paste for multiply, for minus, for plus, and equals. Don't worry about it because it doesn't have this equation bracket function, so do not worry about it. Yep, so, and our next is for our decimal. As I said, the decimal is already have it, so it's here. And last one is for our open and close bracket, which is on the top here, open and close. So looks like we missed this dot value here, so I'm going to add it now. So operator, this is bracket. And equation. So put it into here. So this is for our bracket. So save. And next, go to your function equation. Function equation, which is here, and add this 3 line of codes between here and this one. So I'm going to make some space. Control plus C, Control plus V. And you can use whatever method to input this line of code. Just make sure it's always match with this step-by-step PDF file. Okay, so, and always remember, you can see here there are 2 brackets, so remember to put a bracket here. Otherwise your code won't work. So save. How do I check if my code is working? So after I save this document, I go to this browser and refresh it. So it's still working, so we're good. Next is here, we find our function backspace. So we're going to enable our backspace function, so which is here, and copy this 4 lines, actually 3 lines, 1 line is blank. So I'm going to make it nicer. If you accidentally delete more than you wanted, you can always redo it. So Control plus S. Always save when you always save your work. That's my recommendation. So and also add this couple lines between here and between this line and this line. So we're going to here, copy and paste. Yeah, this doesn't automatically change the line. It's driving me crazy, but it's okay. Else if is going to if always like go with else if. So I put the line here and enter else. So I'm going to delete this line now. So it's here and here, they are matched. And remember, there is another bracket. Always remember to put one here. Otherwise, your code won't work. So next, go to here. Actually, as it's actually line 78. If you followed, if you strictly follow as me, and actually this is just the end portion of this function backspace. So copy and paste this 3 lines. And remember, there is a bracket. So put it here. Document. Yeah, so you can see how this highlighted value is, highlighted area is matching the code here. So save and refresh. Still working. And the backspace, good. Next step is removing the leading zeros. So as you can notice that no matter how we enter the number, there's always a 0 here. We do not want it. So go to here. If it's hard for you to locate where this line is, actually this is line 48, but that doesn't matter. So locate your function equation, which is here, and above your function equation, put this code. So I'm going to copy just a couple lines. So put it above your function equation, put this code, and find, I'm going to copy this. So it's a function clear display. So function clear display, here it is. Put the line under here, and find if document. So this is actually line 84 for me, so it's under the function backspace. It's the same as above, so I can use the one before, so I'm going to need to put it here. Always make sure your code is matching the code here. Okay, and find your function equation to put this just cleared false. Remember, it's different. It's false, and this is true. So it's under here. It's under your function equation here. So, and next, between this else and this document, so between here and here, we're going to insert a paragraph of code. So I'm going to make a little more space for that. And I'm going to paste. So actually, this if is here, and the document, and else, I put it here. So, yeah, okay. So right now looks like, are we the same? No, we are missing a bracket. So I'm going to put a bracket here. And Ctrl+S and refresh it. So yep, still good. And last one, we go to here, line 44, var just cleared equal to true, and between here and here function equation, so it's above the function equation, so here. We're going to define the function init. So as you can see in our browser is saying this equation is not defined, so we'll define right now. Always remember you have the bracket, otherwise your code will crash. So save it and go to here, refresh, and see how our leading zeros, they're now gone. So if 1 plus 2 equal to 3, and this is no error code at all. And here is, although it's green coded, but we already have it, which is here, a little bit on the bottom. it's line 145 for me. So we already have it. Don't worry about it. That's why you had this error code before this saying this function is not defined, because we didn't define it before. We just put it in, which is here. Okay, step 6. Now we're going to enable all our other buttons here: sine, cosine, square root. We're going to add it here. So find your those lines. It's saying input ID equal to sine, ID equal to cos, ID equal to tangent, ID equal to square root, which is on the bottom, right after body. So here, input sine, class equal to button, type equal to button, and value equal to sine. As you can see here, we only have sine button here, but we have nothing else. So the reason is sine is working because there is a value here, value equal to sine. So this value is going to display on your calculator. Okay, so we already have sine, so don't worry about this line, but we don't have cosine, tangent, and square root. So we're going to add it now. Those IDs already defined, so we just ID is cosine, so value is cosine. Yeah. If you want, you can put large. You can put capital letters, small letter, doesn't matter. So this is what are going to show on your calculator. So after I save it, I'll show you how what I was meaning to say. So you can see sine, cosine, tangent, square root. They all now have buttons. So there are other 4 buttons you can define later, but I'm going to define right now. So I can, as you can see, squared, pi, factorial, exponential. Okay, so squared. So value, I'm going to put this. So x squared. You can put squared if you want. And pi, I'm going to pi. I use capital letters. And factorial is I use n exclamation mark. Exponential, I'm going to put exp. You're going to add those 4 buttons soon or later, but I'm going to add it right now. And now, take a look at this line. It's saying function is using function 1 for this sine function. So we're going to define the function 1 is actually acting like a sine function. So this green code, we already have it. It's here, function 1. So it's exactly the same as here. And this is just comments. Don't worry about it. You can leave it here or delete it. I'm going to leave it. And you can see actually, so solve equation equal to, and this value will equal to math dot sine, means there's a internal built-in equation for sine. So you just put sine here. And here, this line, the factorial button, we already did it. So it's at here. For me, it's line 165. Yeah, so just put value here. Oh, I'm going to save it, and this, you can see how this for nothing here, right? So I refresh it. Here we go. Okay, so now we're looks like it's asking us to define function 7, and let's see what's the function 7 is doing. So function 7 is here. It's doing the factorial. So actually, there are 2 brackets missing here. So you copy this whole section, and as I know here, only 1 bracket needed to be added, so I will deal with this later. So copy this whole function and find your function 7, which is here, paste. So I already have this function 7, so I'll start this solve. Oh, see, I deleted more than I needed, so solve and var value. That's right. And it's a if function. I delete these 2 numbers. I'm just making this code exactly same as here. You can do it with me at the same time when you're watching this video. So else if document else here bar result and while value looks like I did something wrong here, so value, yep. So results time equal to value, right? Just a bracket here and document 2 lines and so 1 here. As I said, there's only 1 bracket need to be added, so I'm going to delete this one here. So make sure your code is at the end of the end portion is the same as me here. And one more step, as I said, there are 2 brackets missing here. Put it here. It's close bracket. So we close the if statement and the even if statement. Okay, save and see if we did anything wrong. Nope, nothing wrong. We can still press those buttons, which is good. Yeah, so this is function 7, the factorial function. Let's check out if it's working. First, make sure it's matching here. And I put the note here. There are 2 brackets missing and only 1 bracket needed to be added here. So what is the factorial of 3? It's 1 times 2 times 3, which is 6. Here we go. We just define the factorial function, and next we're going to go to step 7. Step 7 is, I'll show you here. So right now you can see how many decimal places I can input, which doesn't make sense, but the machine doesn't know that. We have to tell it. We have to tell it do not enter multiple decimal places. So in order to do so, we find this line is just be above the function init, which is here. Copy this line and copy this line, and this line is in if just cleared. And as I noted here, if it's probably hard for you to find, but it's under the function equation. Sorry, it's under the function equation, which is here. For me, this line is 63. If you all the way follow me along, and under function clear display, which is here, last line we added decimal equal to false, correct? And under here, it's actually under the function. This one you're going to add is under function backspace, which is here. Yep, between this one and the else if. So enter and decimal equal to false. And next one is under if type equal to operator, which is under function equation, which is under here. Copy this whole section. So it's between this if and this document thing. So paste. I'm going to adjust it now, so you can do it at the same time with me if you like. Or you can just fast forward this section. You can do it yourself later. I'm just making my those code copied from this document is exactly same as showing in this document. That's all what I'm doing, if you're wondering. document. Yep. So this is else if. Else if I'll go use if function, and there's comments. Document and a close bracket. I'll put one more. Yep. So what I just did, I just make those highlight area is what I copied from this document, exactly the same as showing in this PDF text. If you're using other PDF viewer other than Adobe PDF, it probably will have the automatic change line for you, but mine doesn't, which drives me crazy. Yeah. So under this document, here we just added here between this else, we are going to add this whole bunch stuff. So I'm going to make some space, copy, Ctrl+C, and copy it in. Okay, so it's decimal, just same line as document, and next one is else if, and if. Be careful when you do this. So sometimes I recommend student to manually type it in, but sometimes it's too much work, too much stuff, repetitive work. You just copy and paste would save you time. So it's on the same line. Just move it down. Our length. So one more. And if with the same line, and a comment. Document, same lines here, close bracket, close the if function, and document 2 lines below. Decimal places equal to 2, and 84, which is a close bracket is closing this whole if function. Yeah, so it's the same lines here. So yeah, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing is I just copied. I think I started from here. Yep, I copied this whole highlight area from this PDF document. What I did, I just make it exact same as the PDF document. So Ctrl+C and go to our browser and refresh. Everything is still working. Good. Okay, so I will just so right now, if you can see I cannot click more than I needed those decimal places. Yeah, so the rest you need to do is you need to define, as you can see here, some other functions we haven't defined, function 2, function 3. So to see that function 2, go down, and function 2 is actually going to act as cosine, and function 3 is going to act as tangent. Use the W3 school for JavaScript to figure out what's the correct code to call a tangent a cosine, and for those sine and cosine I'm going to tell you it's same, is very, very, very similar, 99% similar as this 3 code line here. You can simply just copy and paste to function 2, function 3, and define as cosine and tangent. And for pi, for exponential, for squared or square root, figure out yourself. If you have problems, let us know, or I'll probably just make another video to teach you how to define those other functions. So before I close this tutorial, let's see our sine 2. So it's in radius, so it's 2 radius, not 2 degrees. So if so sine 30 degrees should be half, But if I hit sign, if it's not, because it's actually 30 radius. Remember that if you're going to use your calculator to check it, it's in radius for those sine, cosine, tangent. And yeah, and you can see right now those functions is not working except the factorial, we just did it. And exponential, a square root, sine, tangent, cosine doesn't work. And but however, our backspace and those brackets and divide, or other buttons, they're all working. So which is good, and we can only enter 1 decimal places, which makes sense in real life. Okay, so this is just a video version, as I said, of this PDF step-by-step procedure. I hope you have finished most of your work if you followed my video tutorial, and thank you for watching.